Hey everyone, and welcome. Today, we're going to do something super cool. We're going to travel into the future. That's right. We're going to learn how to talk about all the awesome stuff that's going to happen tomorrow, or next week, or even next year. You ready? Let's jump in.
Okay, so what if I told you that by the end of this, you're going to have a real superpower? Yep, a kind of magic that lets you actually predict the future. How cool is that? Today, all of you are going to become future tellers.
You know how sometimes people look at the stars to talk about what will happen? Kind of like an astrologer? Well, we're going to do the same thing today. But guess what? We don't need stars. We're going to use our own special magic words to talk about our future, our plans, and all our amazing adventures. So our very first magic tool is this teeny tiny but super powerful word, and that word is will. Seriously, this one little word is like a key that unlocks the future. It lets you tell everyone about all the cool things you're planning. Let's check out how it works. Okay, so here's the deal. Anytime we talk about something that hasn't happened yet, like it's going to happen later, we use something called the simple future tense. I know it sounds a bit complicated, but it's really just a fancy way of saying we're talking about our plans. Just look at this. She will come home on Sunday. See? She's not home right now, but we know it's going to happen. Just like that, we're talking about the future. Making a plan for the future? It's so easy. Seriously. You just grab our magic word, will, and then you add an action word, what we call a verb, right after it. That's it. Like, I will play, my friend will sing, you will learn. It's like a secret formula for planning. You know what? I think I will eat a yummy samosa later today. But wait, what happens if your plan changes? Well, that's easy too. No problem at all. All you have to do is squeeze the word not right after will. So I will play cricket becomes I will not play cricket. Easy, right? It's the simplest way to say, nope, that's not going to happen. Okay, but what if you're curious about what your friend is going to do? How do you ask them? Simple. You take our magic word will and whoosh, move it all the way to the front of the sentence. Like, will you play with me after school? Or will you share your tiffin with me tomorrow? See? You're basically asking to take a little peek into their future plans. Okay, future tellers, are you ready? It is time for your very first quest. You have the magic words, you know the secrets, so now let's use them to plan the most awesome birthday party ever. Just imagine, next week is your birthday. Yay! So what are you going to do? Let's use our magic words will and will not to plan it out. Think about all the super fun things you will do, and maybe some of the things you definitely, absolutely will not do, like homework maybe. All right, check this out. Here's a little plan somebody made. On their birthday, they will eat a big cake, and they will not do their homework. Sounds like a pretty good plan to me. So what about you? What would you put on your list? Maybe I will invite all my friends, or I will not wake up early. It's your party. You get to plan the perfect day. But wait, there's more. Guess what? Our magic word will isn't alone. It has some really helpful friends who can also talk about the future. So let's meet our new adventure buddies, the word shall and the phrase going to. And trust me, they each have their own special magical powers. So remember will? It has a very special power. We use it when we decide something super fast, like in a flash. So picture this. Your friend trips and all their books fall down. You don't even think about it. You just say, oh, I will help you. See? It was a quick decision you made right there in that exact moment. Now, what about a plan you made earlier? Maybe yesterday or last week. Well, for that, you use going to. Let's say you already decided you're visiting your nanny this weekend.
You'd say, I am going to visit my nanny. It shows everyone that this isn't a sudden idea, it's something you already planned. And finally, let's meet our very polite friend, shall. This word is great for making suggestions or asking questions really nicely. We usually use it with I and we. So you might say, shall we go to the park? Or shall I open the window? It just sounds very kind and thoughtful, right? All right, adventurers, listen up. It's time for our final and most important quest. For this one, you are going to be the guide. You're going to use all of your new future-telling superpowers to help someone who is lost. This is it. This is where everything we've learned comes together. Okay, here's the situation. Your brother needs to get to the railway station to pick up your grandmother. But oh no, he doesn't know the way. It's all up to you. You have to give him the directions for his journey. Let's tell him exactly what he will need to do. Okay, let's guide him step by step. See how we use will for every single part of the journey? We'd say, first, you will go straight from our home, then you will turn left at the big tree. After that, you will cross the road. And for the last step, the railway station will be on your right. And there you go. You just planned out his whole trip. Phew, grandmother is safe and sound thanks to you. You did it. Wow. You completed every single quest. You are officially a master of the future tense. Think about it. You now know how to use will, going to, and shall to make all your plans, ask about other people's plans, and even give directions. That's amazing. So my expert future tellers, you now have a real superpower. It's true. You can plan your school trips, your holidays, even your biggest dreams. So my final question for you is this. What awesome adventure will you plan next? Maybe you'll plan on winning that big cricket match, or maybe you'll plan a trip to see the mountains. The future is all yours to create.